Yo YouTube, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be playing a different game that I've been spending a lot of time on over on my Twitch stream, but I haven't really showcased here on YouTube yet, and that's Street Fighter 6. And this is a character that I'm playing. Her name is Kimberly. I would not consider myself very good at this game, but I wanted to kind of show my learning process and how I kind of adapt and learn a new game and go from there, and also show you how fun Street Fighter 6 is. So this is a character, Kimberly. She's all about aggressive opportunities. She has this dash mechanic that allows her to go in, and you can do multiple things with it. So you can either go in and throw your opponent, you can run in and go for a kick as well, you can also run in and go for a trip if you really wanted to, and you also have the ability to run in and do a kick before you even jump off of them as well. So it's one of her great options. She has a teleport as well to go into a full combo. And speaking of combos, it's pretty much the main combo that I know right now, which is the X move here, but there are other abilities as well. You can do that as an opener. You have this, which is an assisted combo on Modern, which means I just put in a right trigger AAA, and this will automatically happen if I'm able to secure a hit. And then, of course, her big one here, which is going to be this combo. What this does is it gives her a level 3, as you see in the bottom left, and she gets a little icon that gives her more movement speed and more damage. So this character is just purely fun, and I'm kind of learning how to play her because she's all gas and no defense. One of the main reasons why a lot of pros say she's not very good is because she's not very good when she gets put into a corner. So I'll be doing my best to not have that today. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of ranked matches and provide some commentary over them afterwards. I'm on my way to gold on this character, and then I'll learn another one on the next week when I put out a video. So if you're interested in this content, please let me know in the comments below. I'm a complete noob at Street Fighter. I completely suck ass. I am prepared to get yelled at by tons of YouTubers telling me how bad I am at this game because I'm having a lot of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. And here is our first match. I'll be facing off against a Cammy. Cammy, from what I understand, has a lot of horizontal kicks and aggression. She's very, very good when she's on the ground. Not so great when she's in the air, from what I have seen. My job is to try and defend against any aggressive push she puts my way, and then get her into a corner and beat her up. So immediately I go up in the air because I know that her air is not that great, and I wind up winning the trade, which I do enjoy having there. She's being very aggressive, which is pretty expected on Cammy's, and I'm trying to catch her out. That thing that you just saw there with the spray paint that she is doing and I am doing is called a drive impact. The drive impact, it allows for you to take up to 2 hits. If the third hit connects with you before you connect, you will actually have it canceled out. But it gives you a stun factor that you can put on your opponent and basically give you a free combo, which you just saw there from me. So I'm just trying to explain my spacing here. I stop a little bit early to try and watch out for her. But for the most part, it seems like I know just a little bit more about my character than she does here. And that kind of happens in Silver. There's a lot of people that are like figuring out new characters. This might be their first main, or they're playing something different. And to be honest, there's a lot of weird combos that you kind of have to get down before you play this character. Now, you just saw a spinny move. Whenever I do see opponents go into that, you will see that often for me. That is my anti-air. It is a back Y combo that I use on Kimberly. Oh, and this is where I don't want to be. So what I'm going to try and do is just hold the corner, wait for an opening, and try to get out of this corner. I'm jabbing as much as I can. Jabbing will beat throws. Finally, I get a drive impact. I eat 1 and 2 shots. This allows me to combo back, and I need to go hard. So I immediately use my level 3, which you see in the bottom left corner has been burned out. This will give me the attack speed, or excuse me, the extra attack damage and movement speed that I talked about earlier in the video. And now I'm going to have that for the rest of the match. So I'm going to use that speed to just get on top of her and just lock her down. And we easily get a 2-0. Now, the cool thing about ranked in this game, and what I really like a lot, is that you can queue up against your opponent again if you would like to, up to a best of 3, but she quits out and gives me the victory. And for our next matchup, we'll be facing off against Zangief. Zangief is a really strong grappler. If he's able to catch you 2 or 3 times in a match, he will basically beat your ass into oblivion. My goal is to not really get into him as much, and I want to see how quick the player is. So usually I do a lot of dancing in the early game. I play a little bit more passive. I throw out a couple of jabs, a couple of weights. I'm just trying to see what exactly he does. And I'm starting to realize, okay, this guy might not understand the strength of Zangief, and I should be able to overwhelm him with speed. I do make a mistake, though. I get caught and slammed on the ground. Good news is, whenever you see that yellow mark, it means he's using his bar in the top right corner and burning that down quickly, so I'm going to be watching out for that. It's usually all about that resource in this game. I'm trying to make sure that I am getting grabs on him before he gets a chance, and I'm also always throwing out jabs if I whiff. The idea is to try and interrupt any throws that he might have to stop the damage. Get a nice right buff in. I'm going for a high kick. Actually, a lot of my anti-air techniques and a lot of high ground stuff works against Zangief. Unless he knows how to counter it, which is his back Y, but I didn't see him throw it out once, so I kept using it over and over again. And we get our first round pretty easily. Into round 2 we go. Round 2, again, I'm still just doing this dance. You're going to see me play really passive against Zangief's until I got a full read on them, right? Because look at this damage. Bam! A quarter of my damage off of one throw, right? That happens a couple of times and it's over. He keeps throwing out a lot of parries, which are pretty solid, but I have a lot of options if you're going to parry, so I go ahead and run him down. I do a combo into a wall thing. I miss my special 2 there, which is so cringe to look at, but that happens a lot, right? Sometimes you whiff on the big throws, and I was going for a lot of damage there. Keep my jabs up, I get a Y. I want to keep him in the corner. I go for a throw immediately, and then afterwards I rush straight at them to see what they do. I was able to get out of his drive impact. He goes for an ultimate. It whiffs on me, and I bring down damage 2 into the head, and it's an easy 2-0. Now, will he verse off against me here? In the rematch, let's see. I go ahead and queue up for a request. He does as well. Great. So we have an official best of 3 on our hands here. So I'm feeling a bit confident against the Zangief. I'm going to try and play a little more aggressive. I go for my teleport maneuver, and he blocks it perfectly. Nice job by him, but luckily I get the jab with my foot. I go forward. I keep pushing him to the corner. That's where I want him to be. I want him to be stuck in this corner. No options available. I want to be able to drive rush him. I go for an anti-air, and he jumps into it, luckily there. Go for another throw, and there goes my drive impact, slamming him to the wall once again, which gives me a free combo. Up in the air, up and over, crisscross. Good damage. I'm feeling really good about this pressure. However, I do let him out. This is something that I need to get better about, is I need to just wait on my anti-air. Ooh, he goes for a drive impact, but if you're able to respawn, I believe, in a 2-second frame, you can drive impact back, and I get it there and shut him down quickly. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. My silver gameplay is very silver, but at least it's good enough to beat other silvers. Need to finish him one more time here. I go for a kick on the opening. He grabs another drag. Bam! Slams me straight into the ground there. Couple of chip damage. Full combo goes in. I always commit to the full combo if I see them blocking, because it's hard to get out of it if I don't hit the third ability. My fourth is an overhead kick, which is a little bit delayed, which sometimes surprises my opponent. I'm now on my level 3, so this is where I want to be. Bread and butter, nice and fast. I'm just trying to dash back and forth, waiting for an opportunity. Go in, he gets a nice block. He's playing a little wild, so am I. I actually go for something a little bit different there. I went for a forward B, which allows me to jump over the head and go into a combo, but he's answering very well, and now he's got me on the ropes. He goes for an ult, though, and it misses. I go for a double jump. I should have punished that, to be honest with you. Find one more combo, lock him in, keeping up. Oh, kick him on the ground twice. And I was like, you know what? I'll go up in the air and get the finisher. I've been beating him on the high mix-ups, and we get another win over Zangief. And for our third and final match of the day, please again, as a reminder, if you're enjoying this commentary and Street Fighter in general, even though I'm a noob, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really having fun with this game, and I would love for my audience to also really enjoy it as well. We are facing off against Ryu, which is the game's mascot. You probably recognize him here. So Ryu is actually one of those characters that's very balanced, and so usually what I do on the first engage against Ryu, Luke, and Ken is I go for a drive, impact, hard read, because they usually open up the Hadouken, and that worked out there. However, his defense is starting to look a little bit better now. I'm starting to do the dance. I'm trying to wait for him to do a Hadouken once again so I can teleport over. It's a nice tech that I have on Kimberly. He misses out on his Dragon Punch, so I go up in the air and get the kicks, lock him into the corner where I love to have him. Go for a throw, keeping it up. That's actually a bomb that I haven't talked about. If you're interested in more about that bomb, let me know. I'm still working on trying to work that into my combos, but I'm not very good at it, so I'm not going to speak about it. I go for a kick and do multiple punches there. Try and stop his drive impact, but obviously I failed. And now suddenly I'm on the back ropes against my opponent. I'm waiting for him to poke, and I try to go for a teleport, but he reads it perfectly with Hadouken, and now just one more hit will take me out. I'm not going to lie, he actually went for a specialized Hadouken there, which is a little bit faster than the other one, and he caught me off guard. Well played to him. I come in for the drive impact follow-up. I find it in the iframe once again, going for a combo, try to lock him into a corner, and go for my special 3. Typically on Kimberly, if I can get this early on round 2, I'm feeling very happy. Alright, we got it locked down. And now it's all about trying to keep this Ryu in the corner and see what he wants to do. I go for my normal mix-up into the air, into a combo, lock him down. He's jabbing out, which is fine by me. He gets a throw. I went for a throw there too and missed out. I go for a hard read kick and miss. So this is like one of the issues I need to work on in my gameplay, as I go for so many hard reads in this character. And sometimes it really works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But we get the chip damage, knock him out, and we go into round 3. If I can secure this, I will keep my win streak going. All right. Final round here. He goes for a supered fireball to start. But I want to keep the pressure up on him. He's trying to charge up with that electricity ability, and he'll get stronger if he does that. Obviously, I don't want to allow that. Finally, I get a misread on the engage there and get some damage on him with my high kick. And now we're both filling each other out. This is a cool part about Street Fighter. When you start to fill out each other's moves and what they're trying to go for and jabs. Oh, man, so great. This is the gameplay I enjoy. I finally get to teleport off and go in for a combo. His bottom foot kick into a punch is way more devastating than I keep thinking it is. And he's able to get me locked down there. I go for a full parry there, which I was kind of proud of myself on. Going for a kick. And I'm trying to like play around this jab that he comes out with, right? If he jabs, then I can go for a hard engage afterwards and punish him, which I find secure, and we win the first best of 3. Will he face off against us again in round number 2? He sure does. Okay, into our next matchup. I saw him go into a parry and then to a drive rush, which means I can go into a drive impact for a punish. I get it here, start the combos up. Trying to lock him down into another drive impact response. I noticed that he always goes for that. It's either that or the jab, right? So I just started hard reading it every time. Get him into the corner. He caught me there, so nicely done by him. I'll go ahead and go for the throw just to mix it up. And this is where I want to start mixing up my combos, my engages as much as I can. I want to lock him down here because he's burnt out from using all of his resources, and I know a drive impact beats everything except for a throw. So I was able to get the drive impact and then knock him down to a 0-1 lead for me. Okay, final fight here potentially if I can knock him out. He's all nice and lightened up, which means his damage is a little bit higher if he's able to hit me, especially on his ult. I believe his Hadouken will hit 3 times if it's leveled up, which is kind of insane. I throw him into the corner here, and I went to go for some aggressive pressure, but he did a really good Dragon Punch locking me out, and suddenly I'm feeling a little worried. I actually go for a Raw Dog level 1 there, which I've been trying to mix in my gameplay a bit more, especially in the final stages of a match, because it feels interesting, but I was unable to hit it. But I think I want to keep trying to work on that. I don't know when to do it. And he takes us to round number 3. If he's able to win this, we go into another set. If I win it, then of course I win the best of 3 overall. So I am 2.5, and he's currently at full 3 on his super. I'm wondering if he's ever going to pull that out. It's one thing that I'm actually really cautious about, so every time that I get into a hard engage, I'm going to probably try and back up until I can see him, so I can make sure I can block that. Another Dragon Punch from him. I go for another kick and get laid out. I gotta stop doing that, man. I really do. But I get a punish on his Hadouken. Keeping him locked down. I'm just waiting for that level 3. It looks like he doesn't have it at all. Good snowball comes in. I go in for a margin punch, and I get the knockdown, and I go for a level 1 punch once again. That's what I was trying to do earlier, just mixing in. Some good damage, right? And his burnout meter is very low, so I go for the hard engages, and I keep jabbing to stop his level 3. And Kimberly is able to get 3 wins today as I try to keep getting my way to gold. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more Kimberly, I will get out another video next week. Thanks for watching.